Hello. We are here. I was gonna say back, but we haven't been here for a while. So we're here with Terra Nullius. Hello, everybody. It's pretty exciting because we are. Well, most of us. I say us. I'm not including this group. Everyone but me is somewhere completely different than they usually are, except for Alyssa. That was a really roundabout way of saying that. Everybody is at Alyssa's house, except for
Yay!
But yes, it's super cool.
Because we just all live right down the street.
What?
Because we all just live right down the street.
Right. I mean, that would be. Oh, guys, could you even imagine? Oh.
You should just all move to California.
Guys, won't you
give me a music job and I'll do it.
Yep, perfect.
I haven't seen that documentary yet.
Me neither. So, you guys want to play some D&D?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Indubitably.
So, this is episode 15, Terra Nullius. As
We
Jordan,
can get our permit.
yes, as you were pointing out earlier, Terra Nullius can officially get his. Is
Terra Nullius is definitely a girl.
Is Terra Nullius a girl? I wasn't sure. Right.
Terra.
Okay. First name Terra, last name Nullius. I could see it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a girl.
Does that mean that Terra Nullius is going to betray us all?
What?
Does that mean that Terra's going to betray us all? Has nobody seen that show? I'm making a Teen Titans reference.
Oh!
Oh!
I still haven't seen that, so.
I love that show.
It's a great show. Yeah.
I just didn't
remember
get
Terra. I thought that's the Terra you were talking about.
That is the Terra I was talking about. Yep. So, when we last left our heroes... So I do have to say real quick before we jump in, I have definitely been like missing y'all something fierce all day. So I've just been like listening to Terra Nullius all day. That's what I've been doing. Because if I couldn't be there, then gosh darn it, I'm just gonna listen to y'all's voices literally all day. So that's what I did. So I'm caught up. I'm ready to go. I listened to some important bits. I listened to the last episode. I listened to a couple of other important little Terra Nullius bits to remind myself of what was going on in our regular campaign, because it's been a while since we've been there.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to play some D&D tonight. So when we last left our heroes, they were fighting some ghosts. They're fighting a ghost king, and I guess
I wasn't scared.
right, yeah. Right, Calvitus had like a thing where he was like, I hate this body or something, and he may have said that out loud. There was definitely some interesting things that happened. Last episode also, we found out that there are 7 days, now 6 days, until, or maybe 5 days now, I don't remember. I need to look this up. Until Lord Navarro shows up.
And he's coming
the 28th, I believe.
28th.
Yeah, so
Oh, joy.
So like 5.5 days.
5.5 days. So that's cool. And we also found out that Sabu apparently was like in contact with Lord Navarro, and there was a thing where Raya was like trying to like convince him not to go, and she did, but then she got like a K period text back. So bad times.
Such bad times.
And Ari may have gotten asked out by Captain Mickey. That may have been a thing that happened last time.
That was a thing that happened.
We broke up the book club.
The book club was broken up. That's also a thing.
I'm writing that in my notes. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And Toity tried to negotiate with the Ghost King and didn't succeed.
He was mad. He didn't like that I was wearing his stuff.
No, he was not about it. So you guys have 6 hours. Yeah.
You could have given it to Calvitus.
Remind me, actually, real quick, which thing was it he didn't like specifically? Was it the Rod of Rulership?
The rod.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
Because
It was
I
the Rod of Rulership he didn't like.
It was the cloak and crown. Do you have a special?
Well, the crown isn't magical. It's just like a brass crown.
Yeah, but he didn't like it.
He didn't like.
Do
Do you have that in a note?
No, I don't know. I have
Oh,
written
the
down
belt of
something
Genasi
about
kind.
a crown.
So
that he
you have the
didn't
cape of Genasi kind, basically.
Oh, there we go. He
Oh,
didn't like the cape.
Was it was a cape? It wasn't a belt. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have
Was it the
Yeah,
cape?
he didn't like the cape that Toady had.
Okay.
Okay, I just had belt written down still.
I didn't
Yeah,
really
because
listen
that's
to
what
it.
it's supposed to be, but then he changed it into a tape.
Yeah.
That's why I have it.
Yeah.
It's a belt of ogre.
It was gonna be a belt of dwarven kind originally.
Oh, dwarven kind. I thought
Yeah.
it was ogre, whatever.
Remember you were supposed to grow a beard?
Yeah.
And then it's not a thing. So you guys have 6 hours of travel left in the day. And it's the 22nd of November, 1492. We get the Terra Nullius intro music. We get everybody in the intro, and then we get the text on the bottom of the screen that says November 22nd, 1492. And we open up on a grassy landscape with obelisks and a giant hole that leads about a half a mile down into some sort of really creepy grave thing. What do you guys want to do?
Not go into the hole.
I forgot.
You
Understandable.
should totally go down there.
I suggest not. Given what came out of there, I don't think going in would be a good idea.
We've already killed the worst that they could throw at us, right? I mean, let's go down.
I'm not sure that's a convincing argument.
So remember, some of the ghosts did go back in the hole.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it should be clear to everyone where I stand on this issue.
She wants to go in, obviously.
I like slap Toity.
What's the crown? Am I even wearing the crown? I honestly don't remember. I feel like I took it off at some point. I don't remember though.
I think Ari's just rubbing her head.
Have to be with all these jokers.
What's my HP?
Okay,
I'm not that
so
hurt.
let's just mark it on the map
I agree.
and keep going.
I agree.
Good.
What? Everyone in agreement?
It is kind of weird, isn't it?
It is a
With
little weird.
me? What?
What is this strange happening? Okay, even I can hear myself now. I can hear an echo of myself.
That's
weird.
strange.
Yeah, I say we just keep going.
Let's keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Guys, I
put
can't
a-
roll tempting.
Sorry,
Well-
Darius.
Like little ghosts on the map.
Right. I
Actually,
love. Oh man, if we had if this was actually like a show, right? In like the Blu-ray boxed collector's edition, there'd be like a little map that Ari has drawn of the whole island.
When
Great.
we've explored the whole map,
Yeah.
I really want to do that.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah.
Dang it, Jordan.
Actually, I want to say I'll turn to Darius and say I'd say I'm sorry, Darius, but I'm not.
Fair.
Let's move on.
So you guys have started at 7 a.m. in the morning usually. Is that what's
We
been
have
happening?
6 hours of travel left. Let's
Yeah,
go.
I'm just trying to remember. You guys usually have set out at 7 a.m. Right? Does that sound right?
Yes.
Right.
I can't remember.
So
what
that means
I
it should be 9 a.m.
set out.
There was a reason we didn't start early. She needed to use message sending. She needed to use a spell, I think.
Well, the first
We
day
were
you
doing-
guys left, you left in the middle of the day. And
Right.
so that kind of messed everything up.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I think we just have messed up schedules right now.
I think so. So let's just say it's 9 a.m. just for simplicity's sake.
But it's 11:30 a.m.
Is it?
I have it written down.
Oh, you have it written down? Oh, I
And
didn't.
we
That's
have 6
that's what
hours
I
of
was.
travel
That's what I was
left.
wondering. Okay.
Well, you should have just.
Sorry, I should have. All right, it's
Of course I
11:30
have
a.m.
it
Of
written
course you do.
down.
Of
This
course
is
you
Emily,
do.
what do you expect?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Wow.
All right. So let me pop this up here. So y'all just want to keep exploring?
Yeah.
Keep exploring.
Keep doing that
Gotta
exploring
keep
thing.
exploring.
Yep.
I have to follow them.
Lord Navarro's
Come
coming.
on, Bomanos.
I don't have a choice.
Everybody, let's go.
Yeah, somebody else needs to move the party token
I'll do it.
since I feel like I usually do.
Oh
Oh,
no. What do you do? It's fine.
My phone popped up in a low battery.
It's fine.
Do you need a charger, Emily?
No, I have a.
Okie dokie. So let me reveal token or reveal the hexes. So Half an hour per hex. So 12. 30. 1. One third, or that was is that one there? Yeah.
130.
It's 1:30 now.
Right there.
Got
the
it.
one that we're at.
Cool. Yeah, 132. 230. 3. 330. 4. And this is when we hits the encounter table. So I'm gonna pause this something to y'all. We have not been hitting any encounters like at all. Would you like to ramp up the encounter table to be on a 5 or 6? You find something, because remember, this is not just you find a creature, right? This can be a bunch of different things. This is just something happens basically.
I vote yes.
I say more encounters, more loot, and more death.
Okay.
I don't care.
I don't
Is that
know.
what you say?
I have a feeling if I say yes, I'll regret it.
I mean, even if you said
But if
no,
you
you're
say no,
outvoted.
You're overruled anyway.
Yeah. So let's roll our first d6. Nope. Denied. So let's see. 11:30. You have 6 hours left. What is that? Someone do the math, please.
Well, that's
7:30.
7:30 is when you guys stop. Okay.
no.
No.
Yeah.
5:30.
Because at 11:30 we had 6 more
It'd be
hours.
5:30.
I can't do math right now.
No, it's all
So
good.
that's
It's all good.
4:30 right there.
Yep.
So we can get to 2 more axes.
So 5.
Oh gosh, I don't want to camp that close to the Bitter Thunder.
Yeah. So if you go all the way there, you'll be right next to the Tribe of the Bitter Thunder.
No, thank you.
What do you guys want to do?
Oh, which one was the Bitter Thunder again?
So okay.
Oh, that place. Oh, yeah.
Do you want to just
Oh,
rest?
so
You want to just
then-
stop there?
So like, Caleb, make those black again.
We can move one more, and then leave the last one.
Well, we can leave
Black.
one more and then go down instead.
That's still next.
I can only do them
We need to go-
inelegantly.
Okay, so we can move to the left and down one, and then to the right and down, because I don't want to
Right,
camp
and then it'd be,
anywhere.
like, right down.
Yeah.
So you want to do
That's
right down?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
So we'll go left one.
Right. So left. I get what you're saying. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So this is 5,
Right.
and then you
Yeah,
want to go to
and
the
then-
right.
And then go to the right.
Yes.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So you end up right there,
Perfect.
and it is 5:30. So you guys camp. Is there any conversations you guys want to have? Anything you want to do during this camp, or is this just a normal night?
Okay, I've literally been thinking about this
Mm-hmm.
ever since our last session.
Okay.
I think I'd
So
go up to Raya
years.
at some point during the night and
Okay.
just say,
In the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night.
just at some point, it doesn't really matter. And I just say, Raya, never mind.
Perfect.
That was interesting.
So is this
What?
like a completely private
I mean-
conversation, or is this like
Yeah,
you
this
just
is a private conversation.
Do you say never mind and walk away?
No, I'm just like,
She's-
I mean, something's been bothering me. And I think I just need to get it off my chest. I mean,
I look at her chest and see if there's anything on it. Because I feel like Ari is very literal.
No, I mean no.
Could
I'm
just
like,
be like throwing
stop
something
staring
weird
at my
me.
chest.
This is not how I thought this conversation was gonna go.
Never mind. I knew I shouldn't have talked to you about this. Never mind. And I think I just like sit down.
You talked to Tori about it?
Does anyone ever want to talk to Toity about anything, though?
Darius would talk to Toity.
That's true, but Darius isn't here, is he?
Yeah, looks to be him.
Toity prefers it that way sometimes. When he talks to people, they tend to hit him.
Very confused right now.
Do you say that?
No. I just look at you weirdly and then kind of walk away a few feet and plop down and just like meditate and pray. And you're right there, just like flopping. And I'm just kind of, every once in a while, I'm just kind of like.
Right. Like, is she over this weird, like, thing yet, or?
I mean, because I think Arya's just, like, muttering to herself. And I think maybe you catch, like, one or two words, like, what? Why would he say that? Is he really? That's all you hear.
Raya has no clue. I mean, I know, but Raya has no clue. She's too caught up in her own. But why would he?
Maybe that's like both what we're doing.
We're just a few yards apart. But why would he say? What? But what? Men.
I think we both say men at the same time.
It's like a video.
That's perfect. I think that works because we're so different and we hate each other, but we're going through like something similar.
That's
Your
so
fun
good.
over your hatred of man.
That's honestly so good.
Jordan, I'm stealing your photo and posting it online.
Hmm?
I'm stealing your photo and posting it online.
Do it.
So there you go. Does anyone else want to have a non-conversation tonight with anyone?
Toity would probably be nothing particular, just a moment of him freaking out.
Okay.
Cause
Please, let us know.
He's coming for me.
Oh, right. Yeah, so we just see Toity, like, stewing, right? Like, he's just like, oh, gosh. Cool.
Where did Zoom go?
What about Calvitas?
There's Zoom.
I think Calvitas is reading.
Perfect, yeah.
A book club book? A former book club.
Yeah, what book are you reading? The Kissing Men?
Whatever.
It's a
books are
classic.
around.
It is a classic.
Crazy. It tagged you guys.
Yes,
without
you know what?
typing
He
your
is
names.
reading Kissing Men. And he's like, he's kind of going just like, no, why would you? Stupid, why would you?
So we're all just like muttering.
Y'all just in your own little world, doing your own thing. Awesome.
The party could never have been more divided.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. The dawn dawns as on the morning of the next day is November 23rd, 1492. But in the meantime, there are two random encounter cycles that happen. So let's see if anything happens. Oh, something happens! Oh my gosh!
Something has
Oh
happened.
no.
Ooh.
0 unintelligent creatures.
Fun.
So nothing happens?
Well, we'll see.
It's not that nothing happens. It's just that I can't think of how to make a joke.
Something happens with nothing.
All right, let's see if I can figure out a way to.
Maybe it was supposed to be unintelligible creatures. There's 0 of them. What does that mean? This is getting esoteric. Sorry.
Ah, crap.
Language, Caleb. This is a family tree.
What?
Yeah, we don't need that kind of potty mouth.
Ah, crap. I don't know how to. Stop, guys. Oh, wait, I figured it out.
Might be watching.
What is going on here?
I don't think he realized what he's doing.
Guys, what
I'm really confused.
As you should be.
Okay, so
That was amazing.
Seth just said, we don't need that kind of potty mouth here, and then you just said,
I said
oh.
language game.
Right.
and then Seth said, we don't need that kind of potty mouth.
Potty mouth, yeah.
And then you were
said,
Something
silent
happened with my
for a
camera
while.
again.
you were silent for a while, and then you said, "Oh crap."
Again.
Okay.
He
I
didn't
understand
keep
now.
repeating the word.
I gotcha.
It wasn't a highbrow joke. It was pretty low.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing one of these.
Do it.
Or maybe two, I guess.
That's fine. There's a lot of them.
I'll change that. Slowly but surely.
Ooh, these are good.
I'll have to show you the pudding cookie video later.
There we go.
Puddings. Cookies.
Alright, I gotta figure out what this encounter is supposed to look like. No, that's not what. Do what I told you to do, computer.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Sleepy Emily.
So, let's see. This is at 10 p.m. So you guys have probably like just kind of like drifted off to sleep. Who takes first watch?
We have an order for that.
Emily has it.
Earlier.
Oh, you know what? I probably have it too, actually.
Uh,
Raya does.
me first.
Yep. So Raya, would you make a perception test for me?
Wow, I'd love to.
I know you would.
Very carefully.
Perception.
Oh, it's in the middle.
You have to make sure you're on the screen.
Whoops.
Use 2 fingers.
Oh.
2 fingers.
What did I roll? I rolled a 7.
It's like teaching Darius how to read.
Cool.
I accidentally rolled it twice.
Oh, okay.
If everyone else would like to roll a perception check at disadvantage while you are asleep,
Being sleeping. Would that not just be passive perception?
you're right. You are right. So let me
Because that's not bad for me.
double
Definitely
check
good.
what the stealth for this would be. Okay.
That's right. The goblins are at the bottom. They might have got squished.
Wow. Okay. Well, you definitely hear this, Raya. They
They're
got a
unintelligent.
7 on their stealth.
Perfect. So then when we wake up,
I think. Well, so go ahead and make a perception. Yeah, actually, so it wouldn't be passive perception because you're sleeping, so it's even like worse. So make a perception check at disadvantage, and we'll see if you.
Oh!
amazing.
Wow, Calvitas.
Please
Got some
get
light
in that one.
sleepers.
Make this interesting.
That would be funny.
You said perception?
Indeed.
Indubitably.
Well, you didn't need it.
You don't.
Not a nat 1, but
Yeah. So, Calvitas, you're the only one who is not awakened to the sound of a familiar screech in the night.
oh no, how familiar.
So
Is it a pterodon?
Raya, you're obviously the first person who kind of like understands what's going on. These are
It just doesn't care.
these are the monsters that the lizard folk tamed and sent after you.
Calvitas needs his beauty sleep, okay?
Like those dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs,
things that
yeah.
we, like died.
Mhm.
Oh no.
There are a lot of them, and they are coming towards you.
Velociraptors.
Oh, those guys. Oh, dang it.
Okay, so I wake up. I want to hide with my cloak. Or actually, can I cast Pass Without Trace?
Can you use your cube thing?
I
That
think,
will hide us.
yeah,
But I-
possibly.
But Pass
Here.
Without Trace will.
They got a 13 on their perception, so whatever you want to do. Yeah, I mean, so you have a moment, right? So Calvius is still asleep, but Toity and Ari and Raya, you're all awake, and you are hearing these things coming towards you. It's obvious that they've like caught your scent or something. So
I want to cast Pass Without Trace.
okay.
And I realized what Ari did, and I'm very stressed because I know I'm not good at hiding.
Okay, well, you get a +10 to your stealth.
Everyone gets +10.
Yeah, so if everybody
Calvius,
is someone gonna wake up Calvitus?
I walk up to him and slap him in the face.
You think that's gonna work?
No, that's not gonna work. I have a -2 to strength. Or do it.
So what did I roll?
I don't know.
Oh.
Make a.
15.
I mean, I don't know. Make a strength check, I guess.
A strength check?
So yeah, if you're gonna slap me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Guess.
22.
Yeah. So you definitely slap Calvitus awake.
Okay, and then stealth 20.
So what's the lowest?
15.
15.
Okay, so that's
Well,
more than their
Calvius is-
perception.
I haven't.
So what are you doing? So pass without a trace. A veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. Okay. So it can't be tracked except by magical means. Interesting. So what are you doing here? Are you hiding? Because if you do,
No, I mean,
like
the lowest is 15.
they're gonna come. Like you'll have to go into the trees or like stealth away. Because if you stay here, they're going to come here because they got like your scent.
Right.
They're coming towards
I
you.
gotta stealth away. There's no way I'm getting out of tree.
There's no way I'm getting in a tree.
I think we should move 1 square up.
Okay, so just head into the jungle north.
Yeah.
Do we become tired?
But we
You'll-
haven't.
You'll have to make a Constitution check, I think.
Right, but then we're going to take a long rest,
Doesn't
like, right
matter.
away.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Right. So I think what we see, right, is we see the people. So this is the thing. You'll have to like leave right now. So like leave your camp as it is and just like book it. And they're gonna come here. Like you can't
I mean,
pack
that's
up
fine.
the camp. Okay. So you guys head north. You just head north into the jungle, and we see like Ari like lead you guys away, and like the last person in line, or like Calvius probably, right, like steps in the ground in like the dirt, right, and as his boot lifts, we see the footprint, but then it just disappears. And so like you guys head into the jungle, and it's a very tense half an hour of just like heading into the jungle and like hoping really really hard that like they don't catch your trail, but eventually like the noise like fades into the distance. Said you gonna go back to your camp or what?
Do we roll Constitution or
yeah, might as well. Yep. What is
saving throw or just Constitution?
I think it's a saving throw, yeah. What's the
Isn't it?
Oh yeah, Toity's not about
I
this
think
at
it's
all.
probably DC 10, yeah.
Toity is not happy at all.
I can go forever.
Yeah, just DC 10.
So we left behind like our bedrolls.
So Toady, you take 1 level of disaster.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so you left behind your bedrolls and like basically anything that you couldn't just like grab real quick and run. So like
I
bedrolls
feel like
and
we had very much.
probably not. No.
Ari doesn't even have a bedroll.
Okay, so you guys, I guess you just left your like bedrolls basically.
Wait,
Fine with that.
do I have a roll? I think I do. I think it's in my entertainer's pack. I don't know though.
So you guys want to make your way back to camp?
No.
Please,
I think we should
I'm
just.
tired.
You just want to leave,
I think
Did
we
we
should
or just
leave 'em.
camp right here?
Would we have had any sort of idea how many there were?
Make a. Well, let's see who.
Wouldn't that have been your perception?
That would have been the perception, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know.
Toity, I think you figured out that they're probably around somewhere from like 7 to 10.
I don't
There's
wanna
7
go
to
back
10 of
there.
them.
Yeah, I mean they're gone now, but like you got the highest perception. You got like a 22, so you probably kind of did that math in your head. And kind of figure it out.
I just want to stay a distance away.
So you just want to like lay down right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Without bedrolls.
You'll be fine.
Darius's hair is fluffy enough that it functions as a pillow.
Just like braid your hair into a pillow.
I guess since it's still my watch, I went to gather leaves to try and make a squishy bed for myself.
Okay. Everybody make a survival check, except for Ari, because I think she just automatically does this. Like she's used to this. Just to see.
I forgot. Wait a second. No, that doesn't count towards saves. Never mind. Mine is a. I think mine's technically a 19 with Jack of all trades.
Oh,
It's always Calvitas. So Calvitas, you don't get very much sleep during the night. You take a level of exhaustion. So you get your stuff back. Like everything else is fine, but you do take a level of exhaustion. So you don't have a good
Can we move
night.
up one square?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was on the other map, getting a possible combat ready.
You're welcome.
I wanted to kill him.
So we won't move one square to the right. You mean?
You could just move us.
Yeah.
Melissa.
Well, he needs to undo the black.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I thought we moved like.
That's what I thought too, but
actually
it's fine. Yeah.
Oh no, like.
Yep, that makes sense.
It was dark.
Cool.
And I had no clue where we were actually going.
Cool. So that happens, and you guys wake up, and Toity and Ryan and Ari are fine. Toity, your exhaustion from the night before goes away after getting a long rest, but Calvitas, you did not have a good night. Like I think, like the whole time you're just like tossing and turning, and I think you have like these like dreams about like being back in your like cushy palace back in the day, right? And then like you have like it turns into a nightmare where you're like just falling forever, and then eventually like you fall into like a bunch of just very uncomfortable things, like you fall on rocks, you fall on like spikes, you fall on in fire, and it's just bad. It's just a horrible night for you, and you're like, I just want my palace back. So
I swear I'm going to take the lizard palace for myself.
oh man, oh my gosh, Lizard King Calvitas. Oh, that's awesome. Cool. So
My quest unlocked.
So it is
Claim the throne.
yeah. It is 7 a.m. and y'all head out.
Do we want to just go ahead and go down one and then to the right
I was
and
kinda
just leave
thinking
those
that.
three blank?
That's what I was thinking.
Wow, we're green again.
Are we gonna go
No.
pick up the bedrolls?
No.
Ooh, yeah.
We can get more back at camp
Are we going back to camp?
after we clear this bottom section.
Okay.
No, we need to go back. It's gonna take more than one day, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's gonna take way more than one day to get back.
You guys can survive without a bedroll.
You can survive without a bedroll.
It's
Look at
literally just
Calvitas.
like
He
a
looks
roll.
awful.
He always looks like that.
Yeah, but
And
it's
it's
more
Darius.
awful than
It's-
usual.
It's
Thank you.
Darius.
Yeah, you guys wouldn't call him Calvitas, but yeah.
Darius. Sorry. Look at Darius. He looks awful. More awful than usual. He needs a bedroll. Oh,
Darius is
coincidentally.
fine.
We also want to see what it was exactly and if they.
You want then
know
let's
where
leave it up to Darius. Darius, do you want to go back there and risk, getting more lizard people?
I want to go kill the lizard people and take their castle for myself.
Yeah, he wants to go back. Let's go get the bedrolls.
Darius, what are you talking about? You don't want to kill anybody.
I don't want to kill anybody, no.
I think he means he wants to kill the lizards. They did kind of destroy us last time we ran into them.
I mean, I guess.
I want to kill.
Initiative.
I kind of want to kill the
Look.
lizards too.
The moral of the story is we need to go back and get our bedrolls.
Y'all are such wimps.
And
I accept this.
But I'm casting Pass Without Trace because I don't want to get attacked by those things.
Fair
Not
enough.
before we have our
Fair
army.
enough.
I am already angry enough to eat whatever thing I kill. So if we find them, we will kill them, and then I will have a wonderful meal, and then I will feel better.
That's Darius.
Let's go
for
get
you.
the bedrolls.
Do not kill the bedrolls.
We see how he's
Your
eating a
own
bedroll.
You just can't eat my bedroll.
It's like that dream where you wake up, you use your pillow, but it's
Yeah,
never
yeah.
safe bedroll.
Exactly. So it's 7:30, and you guys go back to the hex, and you find your bedrolls or what's left of them. They've been all torn out by dinosaurs.
No, this was stupid.
Well, they definitely were coming for us, I guess.
I wish I had mending, but I don't.
I have mending. Wait, do I have mending? I have. No, I have prestidigitation.
You can clean
Wait.
something, but you can't fix it.
Can you clean
I cook.
all the parts of my bedroll?
I guess.
He may not be able to fix his clock, but he can clean his clock.
Bravo, Jordan. Bravo.
Thank you.
Oh, you guys.
I used to be a late character that had mending, I thought.
Okay, so I take all the clean pieces of my bedroll and just hold them up and look really sadly at them and put them all in my bag to sprinkle across the ground for when I sleep at night.
Darius just goes up to what is left of his. I mean, Calvinus. And he just shrugs, plops down on it, and starts snoozing.
Darius, no. We're getting the bedrolls and then continuing.
Ah! Fine.
Ari's like rolling her eyes. By the way, I did cast Pass Without Trace.
Got it.
Should we all roll stealth then, I guess?
That's fine. There's nothing nearby.
So I have disadvantage?
No, you're fine. You don't have to roll it. There's nothing nearby.
Oh.
You just moved on. They've eaten your bedrolls and moved on.
Partially.
I
yeah.
bet.
They got to it before you could.
I mean, I'm sure that they smelled wonderful. They smelled like us.
Okay, wait a second. Then what are
I'm
the
gonna,
implications of that?
Push this party to keep going. Let's go down and right one.
They smelled like us.
Continue on.
We seem tasty, so they like, oh, it must be tasty.
That's
That's
weird.
why they ate the bedrolls.
I don't like being described as tasty.
I'm not touching that one with a
I
10-foot
don't like
pole.
So it's 8 a.m.
I could, but I won't.
So it's 8 a.m. George, we're gonna move right past that one. It's 8 a.m. and you are down in that hex.
8 a.m.
And you wanted to move up and to the right? Okay. 8:30. There you go.
Let's see here. Do we want to go up or down?
You're the ranger.
Let's go down.
We're going down.
Oh, yeah.
I'm yelling
Africa?
timber.
No, wait.
That's
That's
not how that song goes.
So yeah.
Going down a hex. Okay. So 9, I guess.
Yep, 9.
And then to the right. Is that where you go? 9:30. And then 10. And let's roll a d6. Nope.
Roll a d6. Roll a d6.
I sing that every time too.
So 10, 10:30. And then where do you
Go
go?
down one.
Down one, yeah. And then 11.
Okay. So that's 4 hours. So we have 4 more hours.
And then up, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
11:30. Noon.
Okay.
12:30. And then 1, I'm assuming.
No. I was gonna go
Wrong.
down.
Got it.
Undo.
Very, very
Okay.
elegant. I
No,
can't
okay.
polygon hide, so
I guess I'll forgive you.
you don't know that there are hills there.
Or what?
So I'm sorry, I've completely forgotten what time it is. It would be 1
Uh,
p.m. if you get where are you going next?
I think it's 1.
Going to the
Oh,
left.
no, is that noon?
Yeah. I'm gonna
That's
go
noon
there.
where we are right now.
Right, but you
So
would have moved up
then
1.
That's 1
Yeah.
or noon 30.
That's noon 30.
Noon
yeah.
30.
30.
Noon 30.
And then you move me to the left,
Yes.
and then 1, and then 1:30,
11, 12.
and then 2, and then 2:30,
Gotta go see the dentist.
and
Dang
then,
it! I was trying to
30.
think of a better way to say that.
and
I
then
was just gonna say
3:30,
So we can go until 4, right?
and then 4.
Okay, cool.
You too.
And then something
3:30.
happens.
Ah!
Oh my,
no.
what could it be?
Something has happened.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Don't give him
Calvinus
ideas.
gets a magic axe.
That speaks in French.
Ooh, how
Prove it.
interesting.
You don't get that? Oh, I thought you've seen
It's
Unforgotten
a
Realms.
temple.
I guess there's just a
What?
random
Unforgotten-
temple in these hills.
Unforgotten Realms?
Maybe it's a
I
tiny
need to
temple.
show you something later.
So yeah, I think what happens
Actually,
is
good question.
Ari's leading the party, right? And we end up
What does this temple look like?
you're going so you're going through these like
Let's
hills,
set it
right?
up.
You're going through these hills. And you just see a cave. Right? This cave though has like a carved it's a natural cave, but the side of the cave entrance has been like carved like to have like weird like pillar like structures on each side of it, and then like an archway over the top, and inscribed in it is a bunch of symbols in the language that you've been becoming familiar with in whatever language of the natives, the Farjanasi.
Can Twitty read it?
I
can if he
can.
casts a
I'm gonna cast comprehend languages as a ritual.
Well, I was gonna see. Is it
Is
the
it Fire
Genasi
Genasi?
language?
That's actually. a good
You're right.
question
Yeah,
to
no,
go
you can
ask.
just read it. Yeah, I forgot about that.
What's it say?
So it says, let me look at my notes here. Let's see what's going on here.
Straight from Caleb's noise. I
What?
can't speak.
What were you saying?
Straight from Caleb's notes to my notes.
I said something about Caleb's nose.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about.
I heard noites.
That's I said noise, and I know I said noise. This is really hard for me. I'm struggling.
It's gonna get
Struggle.
All
more.
you have to do every time you talk, just do that. Talk, 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 talk.
But I talk too much, so then I miss things, and I don't know if Caleb's talking over me or not.
Just stare at the Caleb when you talk.
At the Caleb.
At the
Hello.
Caleb.
This is Emily.
It's the
That is what
me.
you said to my-
It's the
I'm
me.
missing it.
It's like the
The one and
Batman.
only.
So much activity is happening in my ears right now.
Uh-huh.
I'm curious
That's
what
why
this
you
sounds
sit
like.
down.
Honestly, it's like it sounds normal to me.
Except for my speaking. That's not normal.
So
What is normal?
What are cows?
you see
What does it say?
Please
What
tell
does
me
the
you've got
temple
that.
say?
What does the temple say?
So you see the same symbol that was in the crypt where Willow was. The symbol that means death is the road to awe.
Uh-oh.
And then you also see a symbol that you read as in like literal terms you read. And so this is the thing, I guess, like unlike comprehend languages, this belt lets you understand what's actually being said in the language, right? And so you see the word Shabalba, which you understand now means underworld. And then you see in small letters at the like below these inscriptions, you see what's kind of like looks like what must be like a quote or something, like someone's wise words. Like it's like a whatever the descriptor or the symbols being used, you can tell that it's supposed to signify someone has said this and like is leaving it here. And it says, a person has learned much who has learned how to die.
That's messed up.
Darius is the wisest character in this campaign. I win!
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh my god. Technically, I'm dumb wise because I've had 2 characters die.
Yes, but I've probably died more. Darius has probably died more himself than both of those characters.
So yeah,
Is there
that's what you
any
see.
light in the cave?
You know, I think you just faintly. There's like a weird, like a bluish glow, and it's like the most faint thing ever. But it's like it's just like the slightest tint around the front of the cave, like right, like.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Stand back for exactly 10 minutes, so I can ritually cast detect magic.
So do y'all
Probably
just
think
wait?
You were casting that as I was casting comprehend languages. Oh, no, I didn't need to.
You
Never mind.
didn't do that then. Yeah.
You're right. I just remember that.
I mean, fine.
Cool. Everybody just sit and watch me for 10 minutes. And I cast detect magic.
Yeah, so we just Raya cast detect magic. And from the inside, you I don't think there's any magic coming from the inside. Let me double check real quick.
It's already written down in my notes, so
Let me just double check this. Yep, no detect magic. There's nothing you sense.
okay. Ari, I think you should go in the cave first, from what I've learned.
You don't sense any magic?
I mean, I didn't say that. I just think you should go in first.
Great. Sure, I want to read it though.
Do I have dark vision now?
So is there any like actual light coming from inside the cave at all, or no?
There's a bluish light coming from inside the cave.
That doesn't seem ominous at all.
Stand right behind me. The moment you detect some magic, you let me know.
Got it.
So that means it must not be magical light.
Well, I mean, but
Bioluminescence.
you detect magic only goes so far.
Yeah, it goes like 30 feet
So it could be further in the cave.
onward into the cave.
Yeah, I want to ready an action to like shoot anything that like pops out.
Okay, cool.
I'll probably ready a crossbow bolt.
Let me just throw you guys on this map.
Calvitas is ready to smash.
Tell me to smash.
I am going to, if I get enough strength, I'm going to pick something up by the feet and start slamming it.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
So Calvitas, in Calvitas's time in his world, has the ability to enlarge himself.
I can't see anything.
Or can
Yeah,
I?
give me 1 second. There's no real reason for me to have you not be able to see in here, so.
Whoa. Whoa.
Ooh.
Kryptonite.
Laser Town.
Ooh, it's big.
So, basically what you see before you, and wait, let me make sure the stream is over here. Basically what you see before you is this little number. So,
That's a very big little number.
So the way this cave works, right, is that this is like a descending cave. So you can see everything at once here, right? So this isn't like walls separating these places. This is like a downward slope and like a path going down. So in the middle there, you can see in the middle, right, where it's glowing, it's a bunch of like vegetation. It's like a grove that's down in this part of the cave.
Where's the light coming from?
It's coming from the vegetation. It's all glowing blue.
How is Buck doing?
Buck is fine. He's a little nervous going in, but it's not like he's going in.
Okay. I mean, he doesn't like enclosed spaces, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, like, how tall is this cave?
Not very tall. Where you're standing, so it starts to like it goes down, right? And so the ceiling that's right above you, where you are, ends up being pretty far from the ceiling, from the floor. Once you get down into the base in there. So yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Think of which radioactive pun I want to make.
Would I be able to make like a nature check?
Yeah.
I just thought of a joke that I'm pretty sure none of you will even get. That's sad.
Come on, character sheet there.
Don't think that's gonna work.
That
Can I
looks
make-
alive. Maybe.
Can
It might be actually really dead.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to tell. Like, from your knowledge, trees aren't supposed to grow, aren't supposed to glow like this. But
Can I make one?
yeah, of
Can I
course.
also make one? Since
Yeah, anyone who wants to can make one. Yeah.
Can I do it with?
Oh my
advantage?
gosh.
Yeah, you don't know what this is either. You've never seen it before.
I make an insight
same
check
thing?
to see if I've heard stories of things like this?
History.
That would be a
Wanna
history.
be
check.
history?
Oh, history. Right.
Insight is for people.
Dang it, I really want an insight.
Can I roll with advantage? With the reasoning being, Calvitas has been inside Darius this whole time, and Darius has been very. He's been the gardener. He's been tending this sort of thing.
Well, so would Darius get
19.
advantage on that roll though?
But Calvitas was kind of present during.
No, what I'm saying is I don't even think I would have given Darius a advantage for that reason alone. You
Okay.
could.
Yeah, maybe Darius is proficient.
Do you have
I
inspiration?
mean, I am proficient in nature.
Right. Do you have
Yeah.
inspiration?
Well, and plus you're exhausted right now.
Oh yeah.
I got a 19 with my jack of all trades.
Okay.
19 in history. Okay. So, in terms of history, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of history. Would anyone have ever heard of something like this?
There's a lot of history.
There's a lot
Well,
of
what I'm saying is like I now have to make up like if there's even anything like
A lot
this
of history.
when I don't even know what this is exactly. So I think you've probably heard something similar, maybe in the sense. Okay, so maybe the thing it reminds you of is the like sacred groves of druids in the old world. That's kind of like what this reminds you of, vaguely. That's the only thing you can like. You've never heard of them glowing like this. Like maybe like fairy magic could do something like that, but something about this just seems off, especially because like it's in a cave. Like the main thing is it's in a cave and there's no sunlight. Like these are like bushes and trees and like vegetation, and there's no sunlight out here. So this is very strange.
I'm not Toity with Nicolas Cage's meme face. You don't say.
Would I be able to make an Arcana check?
You would.
I mean, you're already cast detect magic.
Well, yeah. Can we just get closer?
Very
Should just do
slowly
that.
get closer.
You could attempt to do that, yeah.
Yeah. Can I just go straight down?
Yeah, you can just follow follow the path there. Basically.
But as we're going down, like guys, we should be careful. As you might guess, this isn't natural. But I think we may have stumbled upon someplace a little what's the word?
Does it
sacred.
look like any of this stuff is gonna collapse?
If Darius enough time with it, it will.
What?
I mean, you'll have to make
time with it, and it will.
you have to make a check for that, but you could try to figure that out.
Are we moving?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't been moving myself.
What would that be?
Oh, I can't move myself.
I want to say nature.
Survival, maybe.
Yeah, that's what it is. Survival.
Okay, I'm all the way down to the vegetation.
I'm just gonna move.
Okay,
myself
yeah,
down.
I mean, nothing like
Do I
jumps
get
out
all my
right
health
away.
back?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We took
Okay.
a long rest.
Once I get like there in the loop-de-loop around, would I be within 30 feet there with the elevation change?
I mean,
Just
technically,
barely.
aren't you right behind?
Well, she's just rushing it. Do I sense any magic?
Nope. Whatever this is natural.
Baloney.
Okay, then
You're
I
saying there's no magic here.
then I
This is
go-
natural. No, this is not natural.
Sorry.
Wait, I want to roll a nature check. Now that we're closer, and since everyone else rolled horribly anyway, that
Sure.
is a 18.
I will also roll a nature because natural. Natural 11.
I think it's a 4 since you're.
Oh yeah.
Exhausted.
Well, I got an 18.
I'm too tired to care.
So tell me, how is this natural?
I mean, yeah, you don't know. You've never come across anything like this before, but it's not inherently.
I don't know
magical.
with an 18.
An 18. Oh, I was looking at Jordan's. Yeah, like the thing is, like I don't think you've ever come across anything like this before, so I don't think you would have any idea what it is. Like it's obviously not magical because Raya would be able to sense it with magic. So
Doesn't mean it's safe.
well, this is the thing, right? Like this is a new world, so maybe there's just weird vegetation, I guess. Like
I'd like to pick up a rock and throw it in the vegetation.
Okay.
Let me prepare a crossbow first.
I mean, I did it already.
I guess I already had it prepared.
yeah, nothing happens.
Calvinus goes in up to the vegetation and picks some of it.
I mean, I'm not going to stop the gardener from inspecting plants.
Caleb's looking up what kind of vegetation is in Brazil.
So I mean, Buck just probably like flew down to be with you guys. Will everybody make a perception check for me real quick?
Here we go.
Nope.
I'm apparently getting all the good rolls today. No,
Would you like to
not
There
all
you
of them.
go. Even with disadvantage, that's not bad.
Sorry, this is taking me a hot second.
It's all good.
It's kind of actually more of a cold second.
You're
Uh,
Yeah, I know. I was like, I'm in striking distance. I should watch it.
She can
I mean,
actually
even
hit
with-
What are you doing?
I'm rolling my.
I used a different keyboard layout.
Oh, jeez, what is happening on there? The letters that I was
Roll
typing were not the
1d20 plus
letters
what?
that were coming up.
1d20 plus what?
Let's see. Now it's actually coming up 2.
Oh, I just did an extra L.
Oh my god.
Thanks, Seth.
I'll switch it back to Cordy. So if that happens,
No, you rolled me a nat 1.
I'm not using your curse keyboard.
1 plus 2 equals 3.
So, Calvitas and Toity.
Yes.
You hear something from the entrance to the cave.
Oh god.
What do I hear?
So you hear, it's kind of like it's just the rushing of air, really? You can just like look behind you.
I look behind me.
So does Darius. Well, Calvitas.
Yeah, so you see, you see a group of interesting looking creatures like flying in unison into the
God.
cave. They look like that. They're
Oh jeez.
feathered flying serpents.
I don't like them.
Now I wish I had cast comprehend languages.
And so they're like very sinuous and beautiful. Like they're almost dancing with each other as they like go in and out and fly into the cave. And once they get to about like here, like they stop and kind of like twirl around each other and then like stop in front of you, like facing you, and are like kind of like levitating, right, like by flapping their wings. And they're just like staring at you.
Do they look hostile?
Roll insight.
I don't know what they are.
How
but I
is
want one.
No, you don't.
They don't look hostile. They look
They're just-
curious.
Reptiles.
They look curious.
Huh?
I want to cast speak with animals.
Is it a
Mhm.
reptile?
It's a serpent. That's fine.
That's good because I was about to cast comprehend.
Would make a
I was
good
about to
ally.
cast tongues, and I was
So- Okay, Caleb.
Mhm.
Just kind of metagaming it here.
Sure.
A little bit. But I really did think about doing this before we got into the cave.
That's fine.
I was thinking about casting speak with animals to talk with Buck to see how he was doing.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like,
It's not that big of a deal. So yeah, don't worry about
Okay,
it.
cool.
Mhm.
So I want to try to talk to them.
Okay, say something. What do you say?
I think I just go like, and what are you lovely creatures?
Yeah, so I think they kind of like one of them looks to the others, and like looks back, and, like flicks its tongue, and then all of you hear inside your mind,
Stop now.
Jordan, that was weird.
why are you in our cave? It's like a
Wait,
feminine
so
voice.
all of them understand?
It seemed like they understood what you said, and then suddenly in your mind, like you hear this feminine voice say, "Why are
In common?
you?" Yeah, you hear it in common. Yeah, why are you in our cave?
I like
Wait,
giving
just
yelp.
me or the
All
all
of
of
you.
them?
I'm gonna say we meant no disrespect. We did not know this was your cave.
I give a yelp as soon as I hear the voice because even with your talking and everything, I had no clue that they were there
Yeah.
until I heard.
Right,
the
you're like
voice
focused on
and
the vegetation. You're just like, what's going on?
I'm like, "Ah!"
I followed them. And then there were pretty plants.
That sounds like something Dora would say.
Thank you. Thank you for complimenting our garden. And then yet another one, like you hear another voice in your mind say, "Yes, we've spent a long time cultivating it."
How do you make it glow? I know it's not magic.
And what kind of fertilizer do you use?
Is it a spe-
Yeah, so a third one says, "You mean your gardens do not glow?"
No.
How do your gardens glow?
Only in the morning.
Bro.
With the water and the sun and it's glistening.
I am
So-
curious. How did you find our cave?
We're
We just kind of found it.
explorers.
No one.
I turned on like, why don't we let the guy? Oh no, never mind. I don't know if it's I was like, I'm at the and all this stuff is happening. Toy's sitting there like, oh no! Every time this happens with him, we kill something. I hope for the love of everything. I hope by Dragonborn Jesus that we do not end up fighting these.
Hope to Dragonborn Jesus that we don't end up fighting these things.
So you hear like so Calvitus, you said like we just stumbled upon it basically, right? Like, we just found it.
Yeah.
And you hear the feminine voice say, no one just finds our cave.
We're explorers.
Maybe we're just cool like that.
Do you know Willow?
The
like,
Will-O-Wisp?
no reaction. Like,
didn't we name it Willow?
yeah, you guys named it Willow.
Sorry, that was my fault.
Where are we?
You are in our garden, a temple to Shibalba.
Who
A
is
temple?
Shibalba?
I turned around and I remind her that Shiboba was the thing that we saw Willow talking about. I'm like, please, we mean no disrespect. We did not come to this temple of yours on purpose. We truly did merely stumble upon it. We have heard of this Shibolba before, and we're not quite familiar with us. Would you please tell us more about it, because we are curious.
This is not possible, one of them says. You must know of Shibalba to be able to find this temple.
Well, like I've said before, we have heard of Shibolba before, but we are not as acquainted with it.
This does not make any sense, small one. Explain yourself.
And I kind of just want to relay the story of how we ran into the Will-O-Wisp, and it was talking about Shibolba and everything.
Calvinus just goes, hey, he called you a small one.
Look who's talking.
Only me and a couple inches
You're
taller
shorter.
than Toity. So,
I just say
short in stature, but I'm not short at wit.
most of what we know is just in the phrase, death is the road to awe.
you speak truth. Death is the road to awe.
What
And
is
awe.
awe?
What?
It's amazing.
No, that doesn't... It's part of a different word, Toity.
I don't care.
Sorry, what was the last person who said something about this?
I said, what is awe?
Emily also said the road, all that part. That was the only other thing. Thank you.
Yeah, so the male says one of the like there's two of them that seem to be like kind of taking the lead. And the male says awe is what everyone wishes for.
Oh,
It is the thing that you desire most. Bliss, paradise.
I think it's back.
So, how can we get this again?
I think you die.
I mean, do we have to be the one that dies?
Why are we speaking of philosophy at a time like this? I have asked you a simple question. How do you... Oh, wait. So I forgot. I totally forgot that Toity, you explained like this the story. Yeah.
We went to the cavern. We were going around. We ran into some Will-O-Wisp, and it told us about Shibolba and everything. Yeah. And it protected us.
So let's say you realize that now.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they kind of like look at each other, and they say, interesting. This is news. So you are saying that you have been to the Forsaken Shrine, and you have spoken with its guardian. I can see now why you may have found this place. Tell me, have you... And then, like, the male one says, don't say that. And then, like, looks at you guys and says, I am sorry. My companion here is quick with her tongue. We must ask you to leave this place if you do not have business here.
That is fine. Like I said, we meant no disrespect.
No disrespect is taken. And then she's like looking at the other one like, really? Like, should I want to say the thing. And then, yeah, they're like looking at each other. And then they seem to like suddenly just start having a conversation with each other, like with telepathy. Like they're just like staring at each other, and like there's something transferring between them, and you can't hear what's going on.
Well, I turned out and I'm like, well, we should probably get out of here.
And then a third one of the ones that hasn't really talked, says, we have discussed and we have decided that we should ask the question, have you seen the orb?
Oh, have we?
We must know the answer.
Describe this orb.
It's round.
Duh.
Raya's face visibly pale.
Yeah, Toidy's as well. He's like,
I think Darius or Calvinus just goes,
Toity, like, it noticeably just like just distraught, like, okay, which orb are you speaking of? Because there is one we have run into, but
What can you tell us about the orb?
yes.
You would know. The orb is... And then they describe the orb.
The orb.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like something we've run into, and
What do you know of the orb?
It is what has attuned you to this place. You would not have been able to find this temple without having been in its presence. It makes sense now. He is awakening.
Who is awakening?
And then, like, the male one says, they start having a conversation again. They, like, turn to each other. And then the male one turns to you guys and says, I apologize. We cannot say any more. You must leave this place.
Unless you paid $2.99 for the DLC.
You have not unlocked this area.
I will get my card out right now.
I mean, yeah, if you guys want to send me money, I mean, we can set up a microtransaction system for D&D if you want to. If you want to pay me money to do things.
I want to start paying for 20s.
Is this considered bribery?
Sure. I mean, I'm fine with it.
She's like, I don't care.
No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, I mean, what do you guys do?
Clearly, we get the DLC.
No, yeah, they basically told you like that. It seems like the feminine one wants to like tell you like have a conversation with you or tell you something, and like the male one like is like refusing. He's like, nope, we can't say anything. Like you need to leave. And he seems to have taken dominance in the conversation.
We will leave the temple immediately. Is it okay if we camp just outside? You see, we've been traveling, and we are quite tired.
And do you have a pillow?
You may sleep outside of our temple. You will not find it in the morning, however.
As we're leaving, I take note of which was the female one.
I mean, you can't tell. Like, it's almost impossible to tell. Like, they look exactly the same, and they're speaking through your minds, so you can't actually honestly tell. half the
It's
time.
how which one's
So-
which.
As we're passing by them, as we go up there, I want to turn to them and say, please, I've heard voices in my head, and they frighten me. And I know they're from the orb. How worried do I need to be?
And like they just kind of like stare at you for a moment, and then the third one says, no matter what, you will be afraid. The matter is, who are you afraid of?
Batman.
There are many forces in this world, small one. You will have to choose which force to ally yourself with. There is a storm coming.
I am the storm.
And then, like, one of them seems, like, kind of ticked and is like, and then you hear in your mind again, like, my brethren have said too much. You must leave now.
I thought it's kind of bowing. I could have used my rod of rulership, but that probably would have ended poorly.
Oh, man. You could have. You definitely could have.
You still can. Which, come on, do you really want to hear those voices in your head forever?
Okay, wait.
Is this happening?
What would I have to roll against to not roll it?
Okay, you want to make this a roll? Let's say will save. I mean, how tempted is Toity?
I would say actually probably as I'm saying this, I have the rod of rulership in my hand.
Right. Let's say DC 15.
What would I roll?
Will save.
What's a will? Dang it.
Wouldn't that be
Or wisdom save. Sorry.
a
I'm thinking of D&D 3.5 right now. Yeah. So I guess you want to use the rod of rulership.
Can we do it like as we're making our way out, and then we end up in front of them?
No, that's what I'm doing. I'm standing in front of them and asking them these.
Sure.
Okay, well, none of us are actually in front of them right now.
Oh, well, I said it as
Here
we
we
were
go.
going in front of them. So as he says no, so is it a button I press on it?
Let's look.
Wait, actually, wait. Let me reread what Rod of Rulership does first.
I'm your king. Tell me everything I want to know.
You can
Oh,
use the
actually-
action. You can use an action to present the rod and command obedience from each creature of your choice that you can see within 120 feet of you. Each target must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for 8 hours. While charmed in this way, the creature regards you as its trusted leader.
Okay, I thought it was just. I forgot there was a roll with it. I probably would. For the sake of it, I'll say I've been playing with it, and I kind of want to do it, but I'm gonna say I probably don't actually, since there's a roll, and these people seem probably powerful.
Sure. Yeah, you have control of your own character's agency. You were the one who decided who wanted to make the wisdom saving throw, so I'm not gonna like bind you to it. So.
Believe me, I want to do it, but I have a feeling like here's the thing: these seem like powerful creatures, and I don't want a combat right now when I know there's probably a worse one later.
Here, let's just check what it is in the monster mail, y'all.
How dare you?
Yeah, let me just pull out the digital monster manual.
Nah, I don't want to kill these creatures. They seem nice. That's the other thing. I don't want to kill these creatures because they have the answers. So I don't want to get into a fight right now. Because I know that's probably the thing is I know what I want to know. And if it got into the situation, I would just run away. But I know that the rest of the party would, get stabby.
Okay, so we just leave the cave.
We leave the cave.
Okay.
All right. Well,
as much as I want to use it, I don't because I don't like the ramifications.
sure. So you guys leave the cave, and what time of day is it?
It's the end of the day.
It's the end of the day.
It's
I thought it was like 4, yeah.
Oh, it is, yeah. Okay, so yeah, you guys can just like rest outside. So you guys just go to sleep? Is that what just happens?
No.
I think we just hang out.
Does the
until
cave
night.
entrance like immediately disappear?
It doesn't immediately disappear, no.
I asked Toity, What do you think she knows that she wasn't telling us?
We keep hearing about this Shibolba. I have a feeling that's what's been trying to get us to go into or go around the orb.
And something about the storm.
The storm too. Well, given that Shibolba, from what I understand, Caleb, means underworld.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling it's some sort of death god. So, you know, happy things. That's just what I've been able to garner from what I've heard. Don't know if it's true, and I hope it's not. But we'll see.
Do you think that orb has Shibolba in it?
If not in it, it's at least his conduit.
Or maybe he made it. It's
Wait,
an artifact.
Or someone made it too as his conduit of sorts.
Somebody really powerful had to have made it.
If am I right in remembering that I'm gonna do this? Am I right in remembering that it had necromantic sort of properties to it?
It had a bunch of different magical stuff going on with it. It had almost every single school of magic in it.
I think we kind of maybe cut to a moment
Necromancy,
where-
enchantment, illusion, transmutation.
just
I
The
totally
thought-
forgot to change around the cameras before.
Sorry.
No, that's right. That was my fault.
the thought that maybe Calvitas kind of has a thought in his head. I wonder if I could use that to get my own body, a stronger and more powerful body.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not gonna convince me to go there.
You're gonna convince any of us to go there.
Caleb.
Yeah.
Calvitas might not have to convince anyone else to go with him.
So I was looking up sending.
Yeah.
And let's see what it said. It said you can send a short message to a creature with which you are familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to single out that female one that wanted to talk to us? Because I know like what she is.
Yeah, I
And
think
I
that's fine.
know-
Yep, that's fine.
Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Okay, so I cast sending to that one and just say, what did you want to tell us? What did he not want us to know?
Make a persuasion check.
That's what I was waiting for. That's the roll that I was waiting.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
Oh!
Nice.
I did good.
So, yeah. I think what happens is, so
With that
Julian
kind of
is...
persuasion, you could get a millennial to get a job.
Oh.
Wow.
Ouch.
You hear, so she has 25 words. So she says,
Well, she can, with her telepathic communication, I would think she could just talk to me. I mean, I don't know how.
so
works.
it has a range, but yeah, so...
Okay. I mean, we're right outside the cave. Right
yeah,
now.
yeah. So she says, I can't say anything now. Meet me in this place in 3 days, and we will talk again.
But we might not be alive in 3 days.
And then
Or
the
at
last thing
least
she
40
says is, Tlazopali is angry. I dare not kindle his wrath.
Because his wrath burns.
And so you're assuming that she means the snake thing that was arguing with him before.
Oh, so his name is Plausopali.
Yeah, Plausopali.
Plausopali. Elezo failed guy.
Oh, and I think like during the course of that, you can just so we have a name for her. Her name is Ohula. Ohula.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, who? Ah.
I was hoping. I was trying to find a name that you wouldn't make jokes about, but didn't
Not
happen.
gonna happen.
Yeah, apparently.
What day is it right now?
It is the 23rd.
It's going to be the 28th.
You Chakab to be kidding me right now.
So you guys just sleep there?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So somewhere in between Calvidus's and Ari's watch. So Calvidus, when you go to like wake up Ari, when you both look back, the temple is gone.
Oh hey. It's gone.
Just like I said it would.
Yep.
Good night.
Good night. And Calvinus just literally face forward.
Yep. Onto the ground because you guys don't have bedrolls anymore. So would you like to make survival rolls, guys?
Wait, if
Do
I'm
we really have to all make
sleeping
survival
on a
rolls?
fluff
Yes.
pile, do I have to make it?
Yes, you do.
And this is why.
I will not survive.
In case you get another level of exhaustion.
Survival check.
Nat 1.
Is
Wait,
this
what's happening?
I got a Nat 1 as my
You don't have to make
Is
any
it-
survival check, Ari, because you're used to sleeping on the ground. It's fine.
Is it a survival
right.
check or a survival?
Yep, survival check.
Save?
There's no survival save.
There's not a save.
That's another thing.
Oh right, yeah.
Yep, so it's just Calvidus again.
Another level. of
Yeah,
exhaustion.
Calvidus, you can take another level of exhaustion. So you just have the same recurring nightmares.
Wait, does he have 2 levels or just still a
He
singular?
has 2 levels. Because
Oh no.
No.
and his 1 level of exhaustion goes away each long rest, and he hasn't had a long rest that's actually like
Successful.
give
long
a
rest.
successful long rest.
Guys, I need to take like 2 days off.
Well, I mean, we can go back to the camp.
I mean, you have 3 hexes to clear over here, and then you can go back, right? You could probably
Right.
make it in a day.
And I let them know we need to be back here in 3 days. Or at least I need to.
She just says that randomly, I guess.
So that's on the 25th.
26.
Cutting it awfully close there. Okay.
Yeah, it's the 28th that he's coming back, right, Navarro?
So then I propose we go back to the camp. Update Captain Mickey. And
Wow, you're
Captain
proposing Captain Mickey?
Thank you.
what?
Because you said I propose we go back to Captain Mickey.
Oh god. They don't know anything's happened. And then we can help fortify, help finish that, and then come back, and then go back there for when Lord Navarro gets there. We won't be able to do any more exploration.
Or we could be away when Lord Navarro comes back, you know, if we wanted to.
Did I say the specific date that he's coming back?
Oh no.
Because I didn't want Toity to know.
Oh wait, I thought she did.
You might have written it down because you knew about it out of character. I don't think.
No, I
that
remember.
would have
Yeah.
let you guys
No,
know.
Raya did not let anyone know.
Specifically because
Yep.
I didn't want.
She
Toity
wanted to make
freak
sure that
out
she could
right
make
away.
sure Toity was there without him knowing that that's the date. Yeah. I remember that now. Yep.
Okay. So then, but either way, I would still say like, okay, well, we can go back to the camp.
Yeah.
Come back, go back to the camp, and then finish the rest of the
Yeah.
exploration.
Sure. Cool. And so as you guys set off for your morning to clear those next hexes and then go back, let's take our first break. So we'll be back with more Terra Nullius right after this. It's fun how sort of random rolls can create awesome, cool things like that. So, all right, we'll be back in a little bit.